Hi, I'm Excel.
And I'm Andrea. In this video, we are going to explore the concept of trust. Before that, Excel, what is trust?
Trust is basically a sense of reliance or honesty on someone or oneself. Trust can be classified into two aspects, interpersonal and intrapersonal. The interpersonal aspect is basically about the trust we have in ourselves. According to Ferguson 2022, this aspect of trust is crucial for us to establish self esteem and sense of competence, which are needed for our personal growth. However, trusting oneself can be difficult for anyone due to different internal and external factors such as childhood experiences or stressful life events. Despite this, there are still ways to gain or regain our self trust, such as being honest to ourselves. Just as how we must be honest to others to not break their trust on us, we must also be honest on ourselves to establish self trust. We must accept our vulnerability or weaknesses to develop and prevent numerous disappointments in ourselves that can lead to lack of self trust. Next is to practice self forgiveness. The moment we forgive ourselves for the mistakes we made is the moment we choose to give ourselves a chance to grow. It is an important attitude that keeps us from lingering on negative emotions that could undermine our self trust. Last is to acknowledge our achievements. No matter how small we achieve, we must acknowledge it. This will serve as a reminder to focus on the positive side of our character, which thus helps us to boost our self esteem that serves as a foundation to self trust.
Building trust within ourselves positively influences how we trust others. Cultivating self trust serves as a foundation for organic interactions, and it allows us to have a healthy perception in relationships. The trust we have within ourselves enables us to have the confidence in our judgments and the boundaries we set, which in turn also allows us to comfortably engage with others with mutual trust and connection. Embracing our vulnerability, established in self trust, allows us to constructively navigate through challenges and conflicts that may come along the way. Essentially, having self trust empowers us to be more confident, discerning, and emotionally healthy, thus fostering meaningful and healthy relationships. Now that you have that self trust, here are 7 B's that you should develop in order to build trust in others, whether that be in your personal or professional life. First of all, be authentic. Be you. The foundation of trust is genuineness. Be true to yourself and let others know the real you. Deception erodes trust, so be consistent on what you show them. Being authentic not only strengthens relationships, but also fosters your own mental well being. Be realistic. Relationships aren't always sunshines and rainbows. Acknowledge that challenges are inevitable and manage your expectations accordingly. Otherwise, you will feel disappointed. So when problems arise, work together to find solutions instead of placing blame or giving up. Be open. Transparency is the cornerstone of trust. Be honest and upfront about your thoughts, feelings, and intentions. Open communication reduces misunderstandings that can chip away at trust over time. Be a good listener. When you pay attention and actively listen to someone, you show that you value their thoughts, feelings, and experiences. You make them feel valid, understood, and appreciated. Being their safe place fosters a sense of connection and security. Be respectful and be reliable. Respect others' privacy and confidentiality. When someone trusts you with a secret, it's a privilege. Breaking the trust can damage the entire bridge. Similarly, be reliable and dependable. Follow through on commitments and be there for others. These qualities act as guardrails, keeping your relationships safe and secure. Be accountable. Everyone makes mistakes. If you cause pain to others, even if it's unintentional, sincerely apologize and take accountability for your actions. Take the time to reflect on what happened and try to make amends. Owning your mistakes demonstrates growth and humility, further strengthening the bridge of trust. Lastly, be empathetic. Healthy relationships are a two-way street. Make an effort to see things from others' perspective and understand their emotions and needs. Show them that you genuinely care about their well being. Understanding why they are the way they are allows you to approach problems constructively, fostering forgiveness and a stronger bond over time. When it comes to personal development, trust is a fundamental piece in forming healthy relationships, instilling confidence, as well as ensuring one's emotional well being. Studies highlight the negative impacts of these settings on the behavior and mental health of adolescents. Adolescents who have undefined or arbitrary expectations, combined with severe or inattentive parenting, are more likely to experience anxiety, depression, and risky behaviors like drug addiction. In these settings, where force and criticism frequently take the place of reason and decency, teenagers might find it difficult to grow up feeling independent and valuable. They may absorb unfavorable ideas about themselves and their skills if they feel denigrated or ignored all the time, which would lower their self esteem and demotivate them. In addition, the lack of chances to make a significant contribution to their families and society aggravates feelings of isolation and detachment even more. Whereas positive experiences and establishments can profoundly impact personal development during adolescence, particularly in fostering trust, resiliency, and self esteem among others. Studies consistently demonstrate that adolescents are less likely to experience mental health problems like anxiety or depression or participate in risky behaviors like substance abuse when their parents create a respectful, caring, and clear boundary environment. This method, which is sometimes referred to as rational demanding, places a strong emphasis on the necessity of communicating expectations to adolescents and letting them face the consequences of their actions. Parents can encourage cooperation and trust in their adolescent children by communicating openly and providing rational justification for their decisions.
Now, what is the impact of fully developed trust to one's behavior as a member of a society? When the intrapersonal and interpersonal aspects of trust are fully developed, it also benefits the well being of individuals as a part of society. For instance, when an individual possesses the value of fully developed trust, it can serve as a safeguard against the possible risk associated with meeting new people. Such risk may include attempts of manipulation and exploitation, which highly test an individual's trust in him or herself and to others. Furthermore, a fully developed trust also influences an individual's perception of society. It renders a fair judgment to others and faith in abiding the laws, which is critical to prevent conflicts or any types of violence while promoting a sense of belongingness to the society.